glad I wore my button,
Wear the
collared
nice
shirt. Yeah, you know.
So it'll be pointed at you, but we'll be talking like this. So.
Okay, that works.
Is it? We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So about. Hold on, let me start.
No worries, no worries. I know the feeling. I was in my I was in student media in college, and I was in my high school AV club. It's like, you know, it's it's like not easy to do this sort of stuff.
It really is.
It's like it seems easy. Everyone when they come up with the idea is like, yeah, this will be easy to do, and then this took way longer than I thought. Yeah. We left so much on the editing room floor. Huh.
So how do you feel about the culture of Freaks or the atmosphere compared to other tournaments?
So I actually did not. I hadn't started coming to Freaks until this semester, talking in school terms, because usually I would just go to Redline, and it's a pretty nice tournament. It's very nice. It's got a nice venue, but this year I have a class that like goes late enough where I can't quite make it to Redline consistently, and so I decided to try out Freaks one time, and it's just like it went. I was back when it was in the house, and it was such a homely atmosphere.
Yeah.
And so, it was really nice. It was a very like close space, you know. It was very like it was like almost like a house tournament. And I've been to a couple of like house smash fests. It's a pretty good time. So, I feel like it's a closer environment. Everyone knows each other a little bit more, or at least a little bit closer to each other.
Cool. And so I understand you're from the University of Texas in Dallas.
Yeah.
So what is the Smash scene like?
Smash scene like there? UTD, it's kind of split, like, or at least PM used to be big on the campus. Now, I don't know if PM's as big anymore, but I know that the people who sort of, like, run Smash 4 for UTD, the Comet Clash people, the East Park people, whatever their, like, little organization is, they're pretty dedicated, and they definitely, like, put in work, and, like, they, organize a tournament, a weekly tournament, a little tiny weekly tournament, and it's nice and cheap, and it's really nice fun to go to. The same, like, we have between like 15 and 20 show up every so often.
Yeah, that's good. So as newcomers are going to be coming through, because of Ultimate or such. Mm-hmm. What advice do you have for a newcomer that wants to come to one of these tournaments?
First thing, show up. Like. I think that's the kind of the biggest thing is if you're afraid to show up to one, like it's a great atmosphere. It's really friendly. Just like if you want to get into competitive Smash, show up to any tournament. Show up to a tournament. They all have really great people. Let them know that, you know, I don't really know what I'm doing here, and people will usually be very kind to you and like will show you like how tournaments are run, and like that's kind of how you start your climb. You know, like that's how you start getting better. Yeah.
What player, it could be in this region or a different region, has impacted you the most as a player?
Ooh. Player that has impacted me the most? Let's see. I think... Alright, so on a like person-to-person level, it's definitely my friend, Multi-FT. He's a local Smash player. He's a DDD player. He's not too well known around here. Like occasionally he'll show up and then do pretty well, and people will be like, "Oh, this DDD," but he's not as well known. But he's definitely the person who's been like from the very first tournament, my favorite Shockwave to like now we like still go to tournaments together, and so he's definitely probably been the biggest impact on me as a player growth wise.
Awesome, cool. So what are your expectations for yourself for Ultimate?
I don't know. I'm trying to get carried. I'm trying to play a good character. I don't know. My expectations, I'm trying to go in with a blank slate mindset, where it's like everyone's coming in this completely new, completely fresh, completely green, and we can all like build and try and learn together. Like my main goal will be to learn as much as possible, as quickly as possible, so that even if I end up not competing as well as I want to, I'll be able to still do like commentary maybe, just because I have so much game knowledge. So that's kind of my plan, is to just learn as much as I can.
Awesome, yeah, 100%. Any final remarks?
Not quite. I mean, I guess just like if you are at all interested in competitive Smash Bros, you've seen any like gameplay, you've seen, you're the best of your friend group, or you're the second best. You're not quite the best, and you want to get better, and you just like feel like you have the will to improve. Start coming to tournaments. I think it's a great time. I think that's probably my my biggest like, yeah. Don't be afraid.
Awesome. Thank you, my guy.